Hey, it's DJ. Welcome to 2026. This is my first recording in 2026. I did take a break for a little while. I had recorded some and scheduled them for posting over the holidays, but those were all recorded about 2.5 weeks ago, so I haven't played at all for quite a while. I've been traveling around, drove down to New Mexico and Texas, and been visiting family. So I'm going to go ahead and play a little Dwarf Fortress, get back in the mood. But I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to go back to Sky Axe of Strength in this playthrough. I am actually going to go do a dangerous fort where I'm going to revisit our old world where PickWrung is, and there's a little patch of Earth that I thought might be interesting to try. That is the most evil of evil and the joyous of joyous, and right next to each other. So it is a terrifying area next to joyous wilds. So it has the worst of the worst. So let's go ahead and try that and see how that goes. So I'm gonna go right in here. We have a terrifying area next to this joyous wilds. We also have some mirthful down here. I'm thinking right in here. The terrifying area is a woodland and temperate shrubland, but probably the trees will mostly be dead here. The joyous wilds is heavily forested. There's going to be a lot of trees with the joyous wilds, but there's going to be a lot of dangerous creatures. And we have a fitting stream right here called Dabbled Drowned. We're going to dabble, and we will most likely drown. One other interesting part of this area is there is no flexstone. So there won't be any steel. So we're going to have to get by with probably iron, most likely hammers to, because we're dealing with terrifying, we're going to have to deal with undead. And so we're going to have to try that out. So let's go ahead and do an embark. Let's get a good old chunk of terrifying and joyous. Something like that. You have selected an area with a light aquifer. That's fine. Water might need to be pumped out or carried away. Yep, we can do that. You've selected an evil area. Evil. You may find very unpleasant environs here. You have selected a savage area. The wildlife might be very dangerous here. Yes, and yes. I think it would be wise for us to prepare a little carefully. So I think everybody should be able to swim. I don't want one of these first 7 dwarves. We don't know how many people will be coming here. When you have a scary area, people don't really want to come and visit you a lot. So we might not get any migrants. We want Hammer Dwarf or Mace Dwarf. Let's go with Mace Dwarf. Want everybody to have some smash and ability. So we also need to have some miners. So let's see. We have 2 male dwarfs and 5 female dwarfs. So let's go ahead. Mining, they'll get mining ability. So let's go ahead and get wood cutting and carpenter. Okay. And let's get some weaponsmithing and armor smithing. Okay. We're not going to be dealing with a whole lot of, try not to deal with a whole lot of meat and animals. So we kind of want a planter. Do some gem cutting. Okay. Maybe a cook. Try and spread these out as we may lose some people. Okay. Maybe we'll give them a little bit of, let's give everybody dodging. Just a little bit. Okay. Now we do want a diagnostician and some suturing. Okay. We also need record keeping. Appraising. Let's give a little bit better appraising. Not that we're going to do a whole lot of trading, but maybe we will. Maybe. Let's have a little bit of leadership. Organization. Negotiation. Then I think we will go with that. I don't think there's really anything else that will try and get some maces for our little party here. We'll learn everything else as we go. Okay, items. I'm going to increase our plump helmets. Okay. Let's go look at weapons. Ooh, silver maces, 100. Ooh. That would be nice. Guess it's 100 for iron maces as well. Copper maces. Bronze maces. Bring a little bit more thread. Pump seeds on. pigtail seed as well. Okay. Alrighty. Animals. I'm not going to get any animals. The animals that we bring are going to be hand enough to... We're going to need to get rid of them quickly. Okay. Let's see. Burly lances. Quicken slot. Steamy channel. Mirror clinch. Bold flag. Syrup door. Steamcraft. Slide paints. Branded craft. Covered works. Simple sack. Oil rung instead of PickWrung. Polished hammers. Cave hearts. Of scum. Cave hearts of... Cave hearts the loves. Depth hearts. Simple hearts. Twilight hearts. Shark shoots. Deathbells. Let's go with Deathbells. Ripe tome. A lucky syrup. What's that with syrups? The unfair earth. Oh. Painful earth. Giant pangolin. Husband of the hulking horror, a large feathered or humanoid twisted into humanoid form. It stamps the ground and snorts. The blue-gray feathers are long and sparse. Meespoo. Moxboo's forgotten beast is only one of a kind, a giant quadruped composed of brass. It has wings and it has a bloated body. Beware its poisonous vapors. Smoxboo is associated with water, caverns, and nightmares. Image of Smoxboo, the forgotten beast. Smoxboo is striking a triumphant pose. Oh, hey. I am ready. I am prepared. You have arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Atirlaz. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings, ere the giant jaguars get hungry. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at this place, Rashrith Deathbells. Strike the earth. Okay. We got oak and ginkgo. Okay, so here is the demarcation point for this is going to be a sinister area, dense wormy tendrils. And this is going to be our joyous wilds. We should take a look here and see. Okay, so we have some alligator snapping turtle, giant snapping turtles. We just have our horses. We're going to want to murder fire horses pretty quickly. We want to make sure that nobody is fishing. We are going to need a manager and a bookkeeper and a broker. We're also going to want to do a militia commander. He happens to also be our broker manager. Maybe we don't want that. Go ahead and get the metalsmith. Okay. Now we want to create a new squad. And do melee metal. Now let's say no uniform. We're going to want to make a uniform anyway. We want which ones are minor? The one we just picked for militia commander. Okay, so that won't do. So let's go change that. Okay. do that for right now. Gonna go ahead and set up an equipment real quick for this group. So let's add a uniform. Metal maces. Bronze maces. Maybe we'll get a chance to use these. I'm not sure. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this. We'll just set it up for now. The most important part is the mace anyway. Okay. So we do have a river here. Gonna need to get a bridge across the river. And all these staring eyeball plants. What I think we need to do is we're kind of standing in evil. If we want to survive it all, I think we have to move down to this patch of joyous wilds. May or may not be a great idea, but I think it's an idea. But let's go do that. Hopefully. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll maybe cut down these trees. Definitely need to get underground as quickly as possible. Probably just do a single stairwell. See where that gets us. Let's go ahead and also zone our pin pet pasture for these short-lived horses. Okay. And also we want a stockpile for wood, but we're going to want to move it inside as quickly as possible as well. And let's go ahead and set up a meeting area right here. So they're hanging out over here and not over here. Let's unpause and see what we got going on. What happens? Okay, they're hanging out in the meeting area. We could go ahead and gather. See if we can gather some of this stuff. What I'm going to do also is I'm going to set you to mine and you to fell tree. There we go. Okay. Our horses. What do we got? Loam. Hewn conglomerate. Pretty slow mining. Okay, rock salt. Let's go ahead. And get ourselves a storeroom. 9 by 9, something like that. Maybe we won't. Sure. I haven't actually tried with the. I know the quality of the picks and the hardness of the rock matter now. I haven't actually played since that came into play. So we did not hit an aquifer, which was interesting and good. We did fill up our stockpile of trees here. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, all of our food is over there on the wagon. I am going to go ahead and move our F1 over here. And then I'm going to put a F2 right here. Okay, so let's put a new meeting area like here. Let's kill this meeting area. Let's get a second miner going. I think maybe we play it a little loose with our wood cutting and get them as a miner as well. Speed that up a little bit. Let's go ahead and put you on no orders so that you actually grab your maces and have them in hand. Everybody should. Let's see. Yep, bronze mace. Oh, yeah, I didn't see you run out there and grab your bronze mace. So we do have 5 people and 4 maces, so we're not going to have enough maces. Let's go ahead and start moving stuff in here. We want all. For wood for right now and stone for right now. They are going a little bit slower on this mining out. They're unskilled, one, and their equipment is also not the best equipment. We also don't have any cats for any pests on the food, so what we should do as well is up here in this loam, we should carve out Maybe something like this. Get a farm going. Now with our water source being that river over there, that one's going to be, not being in the undead area, the terrifying area. We'll make an interesting well. Yeah, there was a fluffy wambler there, and we don't have any cats here to help with the fluffy wamblers. A lot of flies. Some seeds coming off the tree. We have some feather eggs. We do have some hazelnuts. We do have some peaches over here. Peaches. Let's go ahead. Grab some of those peaches. Ginkgo. Feather eggs. Ooh, pears. Do something like that. Build up some fruit stockpile. Guess we could take this water and filter it. Set you guys off that so that you'll actually haul some stuff for us. And then we can workshop. Farming, farm plot. Put a farm plot here. Autumn has come. Everybody should be out grabbing pears. Yep. Let's do some little ghetto office space down here. Probably just let them collect all their stuff. They're gonna be collecting. Cloud of nefarious smokes has drifted nearby. Ooh. So this is a cloud. Hard to see. Is it coming for the wagon? Yeah, it's coming right for the wagon. Okay, it's kind of dissolving away. Okay, it dissolved away. That's why we need to get that wagon. Some ravens. food. Kind of risking the wagon right now. Just letting them collect. I don't have much left. We can go ahead and let's erase this one. Right there. Yeah, it's imprecise control of the dwarfs. They're still collecting that. And they're coming down to collect this one too. All right. They're collecting pretty fast though. Yeah, we have merchants already. Oh yes, the lovely thing about continuing in a world that you were playing in is that the time of the year. Yeah. So let's put in a quick trade depot. Not that we have much to trade. Put in a quick trade depot right there. Cancel. Build. Nope. Trade depot. And we're gonna go to filters. And we are gonna say that we can build this out of logs. Now we're gathering everything off the wagon. They need some place to unload their goods. They also need that office space for the liaison to meet with us. Gonna go off and into the world and drink from the water. Diplomacy. Liaison from the mountain home. Let's discuss your situation. The world is same as ever. Well, not here. I always start out with my plump helmets and my pigtails. Always do that. You want ammunition? Okay. It's Colt 45. Okay, we have a trade depot. Not that we have a whole lot to trade for. No, actually, I think we have anything to trade for right now. But it's the thought that counts. Okay, I think we can. These are just little tiny offices. Let's office those. Multis. 2 of those. One is manager's office. And one is bookkeeper's office. Okay, our numbers are normal. Our wagon's almost empty. Our seed barrel is being used to plant seeds right now. So I think maybe bring up this spice barrel. Just so we can see if there's anything that we want to trade for. We can go ahead and turn you off now. We'll gather in the plants that are on the ground. I don't think you're going to have anything. Llama would be nice, but I mean, we could trade for this rum barrel. Nice silver mace, but a little out of our price range. We do have steel, so we could get, once we make some money, we can get some steel from them if we survive that long. I think maybe we just get these plump helmets. Okay, trade that. I think we need to go ahead and dig out a spot here where we can put a butcher shop and take out these 2 horses that we currently have with us. Then we should start building out. The work area. Nothing too bad has happened yet. One noxious cloud doesn't mean a whole lot. It means there's noxious cloud. Oh, that's no good. There's a... Okay, so he doesn't have any skills. We at least have a little skill. What do you have? You have an axe dwarf. Expert axe dwarf. Okay, let's see if this axe dwarf can take care of this ogre. There. Giant humanoid monster found stomping about in the evil plains. Their low howls can be heard long before they are seen. He has a broad body. His white eyes are incredibly close set. He's very clear voice. His teeth are crowded. Yeah, you can definitely tell from the picture they might have a little crowding problem. His somewhat tall ears are splayed out. His nose bridge is concave. His lips are very thin. His skin is tan. Well, at least he's a well-tanned ogre. We're still, the wagon's getting closer. What do we have there? That's a cockapoo. We need to get some blocks building so that we can get ourselves some walls. And make a bed. Or a couple beds for everybody. Make some beds for everybody. Comes winter. Timing. It's funny, this just puts you on edge. This ogre is not exactly aggressive or anything. I think he spots the horses and the horses scare him away. I think you'd like to come in. Yeah, the horses are running away from the ogre. Here he's getting a little closer. Okay, there's the battle. Okay, so let's go see. The ogre misses the axe dwarf. The axe dwarf hacks the ogre in the left upper arm with her silver battle axe, fracturing the bone. The artery has been opened with an axe. The unfortunate part here is that it was all chopped up and he wasn't mashed up. But it looks like traders. Oh, what? Some migrants have arrived. Wow, really? And they're coming down from in here. Udel, a bowyer. High Master Bowyer. Her hair is somewhat greasy. Her very long hair is braided. Her ears have nearly fused lobes. Her nose is short. Her somewhat tall head is somewhat narrow. Her gold eyes are slightly sunken. Her hair is sepia. Her skin is burnt umber. Dish mob. Metalsmith, a novice furnace operator, weaponsmith. She has a very deep voice. Her hair is greasy. Her very short hair is neatly combed. Her slightly upturned nose is short. Her eyebrows are slightly low. Her hair is copper. Her skin is pale brown. Her eyes are emerald. We have Reg. She is a talented metal crafter. We've barely gotten started here, people. They're desperate to move in. More greasy hair. Long hair is braided. Her nose is short and broad. Her nearly fused lobed short ears splayed out. Copper eyes are somewhat narrow. Her head is somewhat tall. Her hair is dark tan. Her skin is brown. Her nose bridge is slightly convex. You're bringing pets with you. That's horrible. Bimble, fish dissector. Her hair is clean shaven. Her somewhat short ears have nearly fused lobes. Her nose is short. Her hair is dark brown. Her skin is cinnamon. Her eyes are heliotrope. Everybody's got this fused lobe thing going on. Onal, do you have, you're a peasant. Do you have fused lobes? His hair is extremely long, his deeply recessed chin, his ears have small lobes. His gold eyes are slightly wide set, his hair is black, his skin is dark brown. Well, why have I jumped up to 14 population this early? It's not death by cloud, it's death by overpopulation too quickly. His hair is extremely long, narrow, prominent chin, somewhat broad head is tall. His small lobed short ears are somewhat narrow. His nose bridge is somewhat concave. His hair is burnt umber. His skin is pale chestnut. His eyes are cobalt. Zazit, a peasant. And Minecot, a peasant. Her hair is extremely long. Her somewhat short ears are splayed out. Her hair is somewhat tall. Her hair is auburn. Her skin is tan. Her eyes are copper. Well, that's a lot of people came in. A lot of migrants. And Tikut puppy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a stoneworker's shop going here. Okay. So now we will go ahead. Nope. Now these horses are milkable, but they're very dangerous. So is that ogre body laying out there right now. It's very dangerous. So, rock blocks. We're gonna grab a block. Make something out of our rock blocks. Here we go. Okay, so we want a carpenter. Now we want to go back and change our filters back and get rid of these logs. Okay. And we want a mechanic. And we want a jeweler. Not that we've seen any fine jewels. Jewels. But maybe we will. We want some bins. And we want a craft station. There's some jewels right there. So we also need a workshop farming a still. And rock mug. And rock pots. I'm just manually doing a couple of these. Yeah, we do have a they're already getting organized with those bins we supplied to them. So we now can build out a workshop butcher station. Butcher. And we want a tanner station. And kitchen. Farmer. And we also want rock door. Go with 3 less than 3. Table. 3 less than 3. Throne. 3. Less than 3. Okay. I think we should probably put a kitchen in as well. I'm gonna just throw it in here right now. Okay. Spin thread if we have thread. And we will make cheese. As long as we have unrotten milk items. Okay. Let's look at this. Dangerous, dangerous horses. The puppy's pretty dangerous too. So what I'm gonna do move the horses right here so we can get their milk. They die. Can be troublesome. We should probably set up a bedroom. Sleeping quarters. Grab those gems. We should cut gems. People will start getting unhappy if we don't solve the bedroom problem. Let's just make a like that. We should give them a little place to have a drinky poo. And a little place to have a prayer. Let's go ahead and make a bed. We'll go ahead and make the 14 beds right now. We should No. Okay, I'm gonna do a little U shape here. Accept. Do wood, custom. Yep. We don't want it from everywhere, we just want it from upstairs. Take items from there. Okay. And we'll build a truck stop. Dump that direction, put it right there. And we'll build a wooden minecart. Get our wood moved inside. There we go. Pop another one right here. Accept. Wood. Nothing. Okay. And then once we get that wooden minecart, we put a door here. Look at that. We're in the room 7 long. 14 people. 7 beds per wall. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a dormitory. I think we need to secure construction floor. build a floor over that. And we can quantum add a new route. Pick one of these. Carrying wood. We're going to take items from here. And we're going to do nothing with them other than tip over the cart. Okay. And we're going to go back in here and we're going to name this one wood. Okay. That'll give us all our wood inside. I'll get people a little busy for a minute. But efficiency-wise, they can just run out from the woodworker station, grab the wood immediately. Go. People sleeping in the beds. Making lots of rock blocks. Looks like we have some microline over here. And not everybody sleeps at the same time. So this little room with all the beds in it should last us a while. We can go ahead and put a door here and a door here. Yeah, everybody's clearing out this wood pretty quickly. Go ahead and cut off the edges here so we have a little room to store our horses inside. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and make this a meeting area. Accept that. And we will make this a tavern. We'll go ahead and leave it open to the world. Sure. Probably go ahead and put this dog. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. And then let's go ahead and put a pen pet pasture here at the entranceway. And let's assign this pup here. We're going to be using this as the dining hall mostly. Let's go ahead and make some booze. And then let's go ahead and make this wall. And this one is going to be food, drink, plants, all. We can go ahead and custom food, drink, plants, none. And then we also want a chest. Maybe right there. And let's go ahead and rock coffer. See, nothing bad has happened so far. This is, and these are famous last words, this is one of the more dangerous areas that I embarked on. So, nothing bad so far. I don't have a well yet. I don't have a hospital. I almost got all my wood inside. I have a garden going. I have this little area down here which is starting to grow the grass for the horses to feed on so that I could move them inside. One thing I don't like is the ogre skeleton laying here on the ground. So I think I need to okay, so what we'll do is dig down one right there. Okay, build construction floor right over the top of that. Okay, so what I've done is that's been exposed to sunlight. Lovely. So now I can auto. All. Brilliant. Okay, so this one spot here has been exposed to sunlight. I'm going to dig one hole down like that. And then I'm going to construct a track stop. Right there. We will go ahead and do something like that. And we will wait for him to dig that out, or her to dig that out. Sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to put a refuse and corpse pile right here. And then I'm going to set up another route right here. Okay. Refuse and corpses. I'm going to take from here. I'm going to do nothing. Then we'll make sure that this is dumping that direction. Okay, because this has been exposed to sunlight, I don't want any fumes coming off of any of the corpse pieces or anything like that. So what should happen is they should bring the skeletons and corpses down here, dump them into this little pit here so that we don't get any miasma coming out of it. It should be safe and secure. All of our wood is moved inside. Lovely. We got some ogre bones coming in. Let's take them to the furthest corner, and let's slow walk them into the, and then they get dumped in the pit. And they what we'll need to do is we'll need to make another pit right here. And we will say this one is corpses and refuse. Doesn't collect from anywhere. Okay, so that should hold it. So dump it again. Okay, there we go. So now this stays down here in this pit here. And it doesn't miasma and get all gross. Trying to think if I should. Seeing corpses can affect your moods. Mess with that later. So let's go ahead and create another meeting area right here. And we're going to make this into a temple. Give some people some spots to pray in. Looks like we need a couple more bins. Go ahead and we will smooth out some look a little prettier. Give everybody a little smoothing work. What I also think we need to do is start building a little bit up here. Let's get rid of these trees. Let's build a wall around our trade depot. Maybe we should build around our horses for right now, maybe. The grass is coming in. Sparse, downy grass. Let's at least build door in here. Put a floor in here. Get ourselves a little bit of safety. Okay, so now we have a little barracks. So let's build some rock mechanisms. Or, sure. And some wooden cages. We have an ogress. Up on the other side of the river. They're going to need to build a bridge across that river at some point. Which way are you coming? Are you coming in? Just wandering. Okay, so let's build some traps, some cage traps in front of the door. Very minimal security protection here. Maybe it will help. Farming. Have some drink. Let's go ahead and make a little bit more drink. Let's put a rule for easy meals. Okay, so I think we should probably get a hospital well going. The river's frozen right now, but we could get set up for that before for when the river thaws out. And we're eating through stone because we're making all these rock blocks. Well, we did get our traps in place. We've almost got some grass for our horses inside, so we don't have to. We can go ahead and move them down. Let's do that. Keep the animals at a minimum. The horses in here. Get rid of this one. Okay, so we don't currently have a woodcutter. We're going to swap this miner out and we'll grab one of these peasants. Let's grab her. You are now going to be a miner. And let's go start building out a hospital well system. Right here should be fine. A place for us to put our hospital beds. Right, Sparrow Ogress is still out there. We don't have a lot of reason other than water to visit outside yet. Right now. It's little hematite. Everybody's nomming on their easy meals now. So as usual, what I'm going to do is I am going to put a medical guild hall back here behind the hospital. And we will go ahead and carve out a fairly big cistern. Just do it from like right here. We'll do something like that, but we're going to change the priority on that. So let's, bottom one's going to be 7s. Then we're going to have the 6s, the 5s, 3s. Okay. I'm gonna have some just regular access. Do this. Okay. This way we shouldn't collapse in on ourselves while we dig these out. And it also gives us a path here. River's way up here somewhere. Okay, so let's mark like right here. And let's make a spiral down. We're going to make it from below. So we're going to dig up. We're going to make a little spirally. Looks kind of cool. Okay. I'll dig. Like that. Should. Yeah, let's erase that. We want our valve, pressure valve, here at this level. So we'll do this. Okay, that gives us our pressure valve. You don't have to do both sides. It just looks better. Okay, comes up. Pressure valves. Up, 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 up. River. Okay. Check in the numbers. It looks good. New miner on duty. We only ordered 14 beds, so we're going to put a rule in for beds. We'll have to keep an eye out as well for, we really didn't look this time. Groups. We could look for if anybody comes from PickWrung. Or if maybe we actually get like Odie back or something like that. We keep our eyes open. I don't like the food resources. We still have some hazelnuts out here on the ground. Some willow. Apricot willow fruit. There's pears over here. Much? Our food's at 66 right now, so let's see if this helps. We can also do a mad gathering like that. Yeah, we already jumped up to 80, 94. Late winter. Can be dangerous gathering fruit over a little icy pond like this. especially if you just fall asleep outside. Fingerprint on my glasses. Oh, then they're going to leave the ladder on the pond as well. Collect some of this wood out here. Get some more wood. Meeting area. We're gonna make a hospital. And we need a chief medical dwarf. And then we need to assign Zulgur has been appointed to the position as sheriff of the Gravel of Sieges. Deagle has been appointed to the position of sheriff of the Room of Taxes. Appointed to the position of militia commander. Is Deagle here? Deagle is just an announcement. I guess Deagle is just the announcement from the mountain home. Spring has arrived. Everybody's thirsty. Oh, we need to solve the well and water problem. Let's go and make sure our mining is happening as it should be. Our food's more 124. That's better. Okay, we got the grass for the horses. Some gemstones back here in this wall here. Be a good batch of gemstones. There's also this limonite in the wall. That's nice. And magnetite back there as well. Looks like this guild hall might get a little bit bigger than this. People are generally, we only have 3 that are at medium level of happiness. So they're generally happy. We could, since we are in a very evil area, makes me think, if we tried to do the happiest little hellhole there ever was, where we try and get everybody as happy as possible. by the nicest little town in hell. Is that even achievable? Happiness is hard. Some people just generally aren't happy. Rat. Ooh, we got unicorns wandering through. River's starting to thaw. Should have put a bridge across this river. Unicorns can be troublesome. I think maybe we giant squirrel too. They're still gathering from all that extra gathering that I put out here. Try and get the food stores up. Gray squirrel, regular squirrel. Okay, it's not a giant squirrel. I think we also need to put that bridge across the river. Oh, is our mining coming? Pretty solid. We're gonna need a floodgate. Late night down there. Mining's a little slower. We can get up into the soil areas. Should go a lot faster. Maybe the next level is soil. Inefficient mining when you go around, when you do corners like this, because see, there's 2 miners needed. The one miner hit this square, and then a different miner is hitting this square. So it can be more efficient if you just do your diagonals. I don't think it looks as good, but going through the soil is a lot faster. Okay, so now we can put in our machines and fluids and our floodgate, and we can pop a floodgate, say right there. And then we can put a lever somewhere over here. Make a little lever room in this this area here. Sure. Sounds great. Everybody's still up. Gathering? Yes. All fun and games right up until this pond thaws out. And hopefully whoever's standing over it knows how to swim. We're gonna have a herbalist guild hall. Let's put a ladder on the pond. You're asking for trouble. Mid-spring. You're asking for trouble. Ooh, right now, if that thawed out, we'd have 3 dwarves fall in the water. They're right near shore. They're all wanting to walk that path over that little pond there. And sleeping outside. You fools! Okay, this is close. Ooh, big old batch of the river is thawed. This lever is in. Link this lever. Got some fish in the pond. Okay, I have a lot more people in the fort now. I have a lot of people wandering around outside, but this pond did thaw out. Still some gathering going on. Oh, they're grabbing the rest of this wood. Okay, that's fine. We only had one scary cloud. Been surprising. I guess the only other thing that could have made this area worse would have been like a necromancer's tower. Okay. Like to clean this up. So I'm gonna move all these rocks. Maybe if we do a little garbage dump right there. And then we garbage all this. Yeah. Should work. Making it look clean. ahead and pull this lever. We can undo that so our miners will actually do some work. Hey, pulled the lever. Okay, then let's also pop a hole in the middle of our hospital. We need some tables. And a furniture. We do need some traction benches. The tables are surgical tables, so they'll be used for if anybody needs surgery. Sometimes you want to put your tables next to your bed so that they can move people easier from the surgery table. Let's go ahead and put in a fluid, and let's put a well so we don't just have a big old open hole right in the middle of our hospital. Okay, so we have a well. All of that is well and good. Okay, so we can build a wall right there. And wall. 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 Oh. We don't need in here anymore. Okay, we're all good. Let them put the walls in. We will unlock all of that, so if we want those. Okay, so this is all well and good. All we need to do is dig out that spot right there. And we will have a working well. Okay, here comes our water. Should hit this. Okay. That slowed the water down a lot. Just remember when you're doing this pressure brake, the pressure brake needs to be at the same level as your well. So then the water will come up in this room. Oh, musical interlude time. Well is fully operational. We actually have we have a pretty big reservoir of water for emergencies. We will let it fill up, and then we will seal off that floodgate. One of the shortest forts I ever had, it was when I embarked, there was a fire-breathing dragon there. Burned up all the trees, burned up all my dwarves. This one's actually gone better than that one, and that one wasn't even in a terror zone of... We can go ahead and we can say a meeting area. And we can do that room as a meeting area. Now we're going to say this is a guild hall for doctors. Doctor's hall. There we go. And let's go ahead and give everybody a job for a moment of just smoothing this whole thing out. Making it look nice, unpause it so they actually do the work. Haven't had anybody get into a mood. Everybody is above medium for happiness. We don't have any mist generators. Nobody has a private bedroom. They're fed. They have some drink. Let me just make sure they have some drink. Okay. Everybody said go run outside and grab some. So let's fix that. Let's just change that a little bit. Plant gatherers. Let's do only selected to do this. And let's get you. And maybe Dishmop. Melbo and maybe Dishmop. Okay. And you're the only two that do that now. Don't need the entire fort running outside every single time a pear falls from a tree. Though they are getting some outdoor time. Let's look. Oh no. Bimble. Melbo and Dishmop. Let's look at Melbo. Unconscious. Sleeping. Okay. Everybody just is basically taking naps, drinking booze. Day in the life of a dwarf. It's been pretty normal so far. I was expecting, maybe I'm just easing into it and calming down and being like, oh, this isn't so bad. Okay, let's give our dwarves a minute to relax. And we do need to go and close this. There we go. No, they're singing away in there. Make a little more booze. Go ahead and set up one more. Let's set up the stone quantum stockpile. And then we've been going for about 2 hours now, so then I'll go ahead and call it for the evening. Now that I'm back. Hey. Backstreet's back, all right? Okay. No, don't let me say that ever again. All right, accept. And we'll say custom. And this one we're going to use stones. We're just going to go with other stones, all other stones. And what we want to do is we want to increase our wheelbarrow capacity up to maybe 5. Sure. Then that means we want to make wheelbarrows. Then wheelbarrows. We already had 1 that came with us, so we'll make 4 more. Build, construction. We will go ahead and put a track stop. Pop it that direction. Do something like that. Go ahead and build another one here, just like this. Say custom. This one is stone, other stone, all. But we're going to turn off collection, turn off wheelbarrows. Yay. Now we're going to create another route. This one we're going to call stone. We're just going to key off this track stop here. Add 1 more wheelbarrow there. We're going to say stone, other stone, all. Then we're going to grab everything from here. And then we're going to do nothing with it. Just like that. And then we will validate. Everything's working. Everybody's running off, grabbing their wagons with their wheelbarrows, collecting stone. Someone decided to fall asleep on the floor in the middle of the room. That's okay. You can do that. We're just gonna bring all the stone. And we got more migrants. Guess we'll be taking a look at migrants. A little pond right here. We got lore. Who is a doctor? Proficient diagnostician, proficient surgeon, proficient bone doctor, proficient suturer, proficient wound dresser. He prefers to be alone, very greedy, can handle stress, tends to not be swayed by emotional appeals. He finds helping others emotionally rewarding, prefers to present himself modestly. He's not particularly interested in what others think of him. He is slow to trust others. He tends not to reveal personal information. He does need alcohol to get through the working day. He is a hardened individual. A lovely doctor. Let's go ahead and let's take care of that right now. And let's assign lore as our doctor. Okay. Lore have a spouse. No, he has a chicken. And then we have a goat kid. Oh, this turkey. I hadn't seen the new graphics for the turkeys. Look at that blue face. That's lovely. And then we got Dodoc. Dodoc is a stonecrafter, a talented stonecrafter. He accepts favors without developing a sense of obligation, preferring to act as the current situation demands. He's generally unhindered by the thoughts of others concerning his actions. He's very rarely moved by curiosity. He likes to brawl. He's very humble. He tends not to reveal personal information. He tends to avoid crowds. He doesn't cling tightly to ideas and is open to changing his mind. He likes to keep things practical without delving too deeply into the abstract. He's somewhat quarrelsome, and he's bothered by this since he values friendship. He can handle stress. He's somewhat fearful in the face of imminent danger. He lowers his eyes when he's nervous. He speaks rapidly when he's excited. He does not mind being outdoors, at least for a time. Athel, talented gem cutter. Lovely. Maybe we didn't turn on the... We set up the gems, we set up the rule, but I don't think we turned on the gem cutters. She cleaves to an austere lifestyle, disdaining even minor immodesties in appearance. She's very rarely moved by curiosity. She doesn't mind a little tumult and discord in day-to-day living. She is quite polite. She finds obligations confining, though she is conflicted by this for more than one reason. She doesn't cling tightly to ideas and is open to changing her mind. She has a calm demeanor. She tends to avoid any physical confrontations, and she works to square this natural tendency with a respect of martial prowess. She's very humble. She's quick to form negative views about things. She needs alcohol to get through the working day. She likes working outdoors and grumbles only mildly at inclement weather. She also has a pet turkey. Ustath, the pet. Zuthan. Zuthan is a novice engraver. That's lovely personality. He cleaves to an austere... We got a lot of austere people coming, disdaining even minor immodesties and appearance. He has a relentless drive, completely consumed by ambition. He tends to form his own tenuous emotional bonds with others. He's generally quite confident in his abilities when undertaking specific ventures. He is assertive. He is not particularly interested in what others think of him. He takes offered help and gifts without feeling particularly grateful. He doesn't focus on material goods. He has an active imagination. He could be considered rude. He is stubborn. He enjoys the company of others. He tends not to be swayed by emotional appeals. He does not often feel lustful. He can easily fall in love or develop positive sentiments. He is brave in the face of imminent danger. He chews his lips when he is angry. He tenses up when he is nervous. When he's nervous, he sometimes cracks his knuckles. He does need alcohol to get through the working day. Vukar. She is an accomplished weaver and a competent cook. She truly treasures the company of others. She finds helping others very emotionally rewarding. She does not find most jokes humorous. She is extremely confident of herself in situations requiring her skills. She tends to avoid any physical confrontations, and she works to square this natural tendency with her respect of martial prowess. She's quick to anger. She tends to assume the worst of two outcomes will be the one that comes to pass. She isn't particularly ambitious. She tends to hang on to grievances. She doesn't mind wearing something special now and again. She doesn't handle stress well. When she's annoyed, she starts to talk slowly. She needs alcohol to get through the working day. She does not mind being outdoors, at least for a time. She is getting used to tragedy. She has a pet billy goat, Cogzak. Oh, there's a straying reindeer. Must be Cogstack. That looks all thoughtful and a little angry, but my dealings with goats in the past is they're thoughtful and a little angry. Cog, a furnace operator. A cog in the wheel. She is prone to strong feelings of jealousy. She tends to avoid any physical confrontations, and she works to square this natural tendency with her respect of martial prowess. She takes offered help and gifts without feeling particularly grateful. She generally acts impartially and is rarely moved to mercy. She has a sense of duty. She rarely feels discouraged. She tends to form only tenuous emotional bonds with others. She is often cheerful. She tries to do things correctly each time. She's not particularly interested in what others think of her. She is slow to anger. She occasionally overindulges. $21. Wow. Bomb wreck a peasant. New arrival. I'm concentrating on something. What are you concentrating? Oh, you are a mace dwarf already. Lovely. She has a very calm demeanor. She presents herself modestly and frowns on any flashy accoutrements. She is pleased by her own appearance and talents. She tends to avoid any physical confrontations, and she works to square this natural tendency with her respect of martial prowess. She tries to keep her things orderly. She sometimes acts with little determination and confidence. She is trusting. She generally acts with narrow focus on current activity. She also needs alcohol. Niche. How can people be so glum? She always presents herself as extravagantly as possible, displaying a magnificent image to the world. She's very polite and observes appropriate rules of decorum when possible. She finds obligations confining, though she is conflicted by this for more than one reason. She's not particularly interested in what others think of her. She can handle stress. She is grateful when others help her out and tries to return the favors. She does not easily hate or develop negative feelings. She doesn't often feel envious of others. She rarely feels discouraged. She generally acts with a narrow focus on the current activity. She has an active imagination. Vebok, a peasant. Vebok, I feel well. He is trusting. He is quick to anger. He tends to avoid crowds. He is stubborn. He has an active sense of humor. He has a calm demeanor. He tends to ask others for help with difficult decisions. He likes to keep things practical without delving too deeply into the abstract. He isn't particularly ambitious. He isn't particularly curious about the world. He generally acts with a narrow focus on the current activity. He clicks his tongue constantly when he's trying to remember something. Lovely. Delightful. Okay, that took us up to 23. Wow. And a bunch of animals. Ooh. We need a aviary. We will set up an aviary over here. And then let's go and set up our gem cutters. Only selected do this. We are basically pulling gems from the wall and doing nothing with them. And we also should set up a cook. Okay. We should set up an engraver. Okay, let's go ahead and set up our aviary. Should be quick to carve out. We do not want this many animals. Pets we cannot do anything with. I think we only keep pets. Three male birds. That doesn't help our egg production. Let's... That reindeer calf. A pretty heavy-duty grazer. The goat's a pretty heavy-duty grazer. I think we have to... We'll try that for now. The horses are producing milk. We have a baby on the baby now. Mincott. Missman. Mistim. Mine Theater. She is grounded in reality, always good for a baby. She tends to be swayed by the emotions of others. She can easily fall in love or develop positive sentiment. She can handle stress. She could be considered rude. She doesn't often feel envious of others. She often feels lustful. Lustful baby. She is stubborn. She isn't particularly curious about the world. She has a sense of duty. She's not particularly interested in what others think of her. She needs alcohol to get through the working day. A working drinking baby. Well, the first baby of the fort. Okay. Let's make some nest boxes. We don't need them yet. Rock. Nest box. But maybe we will. Workshop. Farming. Nest box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. Okay. That was our miner that gave birth to the baby. So we're going to want to do another pin pet pasture right here. And we are going to want to say egg layers only. But these are two males, so at least we have an aviary going. Underground. We do have a petition for a temple. The cult of fathers has many worshippers in Deathbells and now requires a temple and a priest. We need a young priest and an old priest. Alrighty. So I think that is where I am going to stop for the evening. I am going to go grab some dinner. I hope you enjoyed. I'm actually surprised. I thought this would have been a little harder, a little tougher. When those ogres first arrived, I was a little concerned, and also when the cloud of smoke arrived. I don't know what it does. Does it turn people inside out? Does it make people into undead? I don't know. We might have to experiment if we get another one. I have not seen another one. But also, our fort seems to be growing pretty rapidly. Once we get to a population of 80, we'll probably start getting some sieges or invaders coming in. I know there's a lot of goblins in this area, and then we also have an elf population nearby. We haven't been visited by the elves or the goblins yet, but we'll see what happens with Deathbells. I'll be playing both Deathbells and Sky Axe of Strength in the future. I'll try and maybe rotate them on occasion and continue with both. So I hope you enjoyed. Welcome to 2026. Thank you very much. Have a great night.